Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go on this Tuesday. Again, hopefully your Tuesday is going well. It was another very mild, very humid start to the morning. It is May after all, so that's fairly typical. But I can tell you, even as we go through our Tuesday afternoon, much more in the way of humidity. It will continue throughout the day with the daytime high right around 88 here in the Metroplex. Notice that little 20% probability there. That's for a stray shower, thunderstorm as we go through the afternoon. I think today, Tuesday, most of us do remain dry, but the rain opportunities, the storm opportunities for tomorrow, Wednesday, looking a little more promising than I think to close out our work week into the weekend. It's also looking pretty wet, right? So if you're making weekend plans, I would plan on doing something indoors, essentially anywhere in North Texas. But who saw rain yesterday? This is over the last 24 hours. Most of this was late yesterday afternoon. As anticipated, east of North Texas saw rain. West of North Texas, coming off the dry line, saw rain as well. We were essentially dry. If you remember, late yesterday morning, there was a little thin band of activity that moved out of the Metroplex. Dallas County picked up a little rain with that. But again, by and large, yesterday, we were basically dry, and truly even today, Tuesday, that's really what I would anticipate as well. But as we look down to the south, I tell you what, this is radar here. It's a completely different story, especially down along our coastal plains, even moving over towards Houston. That's a pocket there of some pretty heavy rain. This has to do with a ripple in the jet stream, and this little ripple is not moving much whatsoever, but it's going to be slowly drifting to the north as we go through the day today. And what you're seeing down to the south, well, just kind of move that to the north as we get into tomorrow, Wednesday, especially from the 35 corridor off to the east. That's where the better opportunity of rain and again, even some thunder will be as we go through tomorrow as well. There's the ripple, kind of a different perspective. This is the water vapor imagery. It's just an area of low pressure there, like I mentioned, lifting to the north. And then maybe more impressive is taking a look out here on the west coast, but directly behind that ripple, right? The ripple comes through for tomorrow, Wednesday. Fairly quiet Thursday. Then as we get into Friday into the weekend, it's all about this right here. This will be an approaching storm trough, and this will bring us the more likely opportunity of rain, potentially even some heavier rain as we get into this weekend. Now, the opportunity of severe weather, this is for today, Tuesday. Again, it's around North Texas, right? It's off to our north, it's off to our west, it's off to our south. No real risk of any severe weather here in North Texas. But I tell you, even going forward, right, even as we're talking about the more likely opportunity of rain and storms into the weekend, right now I am not seeing an organized opportunity of severe weather. So the good news is, even though we're talking about precipitation and it's May after all, again, the good news is right now it appears as though the risk of severe weather remains very low. But we are going to be tracking this, the opportunity of heavy rain, right? Now, this number one is for tomorrow, Wednesday. And again, you can see from the 35 corridor off to the east, the opportunity of heavier rain, maybe even some localized flooding concerns, depending on how things play out tomorrow. We'll be watching that. But then for the weekend, we're going to take this and move it west from 35 to the west. And again, our friends out in our western counties are just so desperate for rain. They will be getting a good drink of rain as we go through the weekend. So through the remainder of the day today, again, that little ripple to our south, could we maybe have a stray shower in our southern counties? You see that there. It's about a 30% proposition. You can see even as we head into the evening, something similar, maybe a couple showers, nothing really major from that, relatively quiet overnight. And then here comes the ripple to the north as we get into tomorrow. Scattered showers, couple rumbles of thunder possible, again, especially from the 35 corridor off to the east. So again, all things combined, this is not just tomorrow, but this will take us all the way through early next week. Future rainfall projections here. And again, this is a pretty good drink, right? May, typically one of our wetter months of the entire year. This is a good drink is what we're seeing here, right? 2, 3, 4 inch amounts, maybe even some locations picking up over 4 inches of rain. Just absolutely amazing, isn't it? A great rain without the threat of much in the way of severe weather. So right up around 90 today for most of us, upper 80s to around 90, maybe a few mid 90s out in our far western counties. Again, it's a 20 to 30% rain probability as we go through the day for any kind of Tuesday evening plans. Again, warm, humid, temperatures easing from the 80s into the 70s. Still that stray shower thunderstorm can't be ruled out. 20% probability there. Again, overnight in the 60s, mostly dry. And then as we get into tomorrow, wide ranging temperatures because of the opportunity of rain, some 70s, some 80s across the area. And again, that opportunity of rain, like I mentioned, we'll call it a 50-50 shot for tomorrow. Keeping our high of only 79 here in the Metroplex tomorrow because of the rain, but then take a look at the weekend, 70% opportunity of rain and storms.